Cops seize man and a machine gun in ecstasy wipeout swoop. Armed police arrested a man and seized a machine gun yesterday in the hunt for the hitman who blasted 3 ecstasy barons to death. Officers swooped on a flat at dawn and grabbed the 30-year-old man as he slept with his common-law wife. The raid came 10 weeks after Tony Tucker, Craig Rolfe and Patrick Tate were slaughtered in a Range Rover on a snowy farm track. Marksmen from Scotland Yard's elite tactical firearms unit SO19 led the operation in Bromley, Kent. Cops, clad in steel helmets, visors and flak jackets, surrounded the flat and took up positions with Heckler and Koch rapid-fire carbines. Then the door was smashed down with a battering ram. The man was ordered out of bed and led handcuffed from the building. The murdered gangsters, all steroid users and cocaine addicts, were thought to have been lured to their deaths at Retford in Essex by the promise of a drugs or firearms deal. They were blasted with a pump-action shotgun. Police think the killer travelled with them, then got out and picked the weapon up hidden nearby while pretending to open a gate. Tucker, an 18-stone former minder for boxing star Nigel Benn, was the evil drugs overlord ultimately responsible for the death of Leah Betts. He controlled dealers peddling pills at scores of nightclubs in the south east. The venues included Raquel's in Basildon, Essex. It was there that Leah bought the ecstasy tablets she took during her 18th birthday party at home in Latchenden, Essex. She died 5 days later. Drugs raid police hold Tate's brother. The brother of murdered drug dealer Patrick Tate was arrested at his Hadley home yesterday after allegedly being involved in a drug smuggling deal. Married Russell Tate, younger brother of notorious gangland boss Pat, was one of 6 men arrested in dawn raids all over Essex. Cannabis resin worth £30,000 was seized in a joint operation between Essex Police, the South East Regional Crime Squad and Customs and Excise, but police confirmed that the drugs were not found in Russell Tate's home. A police spokesman said the arrest was made by officers investigating the triple murder on a Retford farm track last December. User car dealer Russell, 34, had just returned from a holiday in Spain, which he spent with his wife and 3 children. His mum, Marie, who had always maintained gangland villains Pat Tate's innocence, defended her younger son. Still reeling from the news told to her by her daughter-in-law, she said from her Lee home, they won't find any drugs around Russell's place. He's not involved in that type of thing. He's squeaky clean. He was never in trouble. It was always Pat that was the bad half. All this is getting too much. Police are still trying to find out what happened to drug dealer Patrick Tate from Basildon, found blasted through the head with 2 pals, Craig Rolfe and Tony Tucker. The 6 men are to appear before Chelmsford magistrates today. Police named the men as Michael Steele, 53, Peter Corey, 44, from Clacton, Darren Nichols, 31, from Braintree, Colin Bridge, 40, also from Braintree, Jack Wilmes, 35, from Brockford, Suffolk, and Russell Tate. 3 held over drug shooting. The hunt for the killers of 3 drug barons in a country lane took a dramatic new turn last night. Police revealed that 3 men held for other alleged crimes were to be questioned about the shooting last December. Patrick Tate, 37, Craig Rolfe, 26, and Tony Tucker, 38, were found slumped in a Range Rover near Retford, Chelmsford, Essex. The unnamed suspects were arrested on Monday after a drugs operation in Essex and Suffolk. They were all last night under guard at different stations, waiting to be quizzed. Armed guard as men accused of murdering drug dealers. Police armed with machine guns surrounded Chelmsford Magistrates Court as 2 men from Essex and Suffolk were charged with the killing of 3 known drug dealers. Patrick Tate, Craig Rolfe and Tony Tucker were found shot dead in a Range Rover, parked in a Lovers Lane in Retford, near Chelmsford, last December. Michael Steele, 53, of St Mary's Road, Great Bentley, and Jack Arthur Wilmes, 35, of Main Road, Brockford, near Stowmarket, had been charged with the murder of the 3 men. Tight security involving armed police and dog handlers surrounded the town centre court throughout the day. The road in front was closed to traffic as Steele and Wilmes, their heads shrouded with blankets, were taken to and from the building. Steele was remanded in custody to appear before Southend magistrates on June 14th, while Wilmes was remanded until May 24th, when he will appear again at Southend Magistrates Court. In addition to the 3 murder charges, both men are accused of further, mainly drugs-related offences. Steele is also charged with possessing a pump-action shotgun between January the 1st and May the 13th this year, and possessing a pump-action shotgun having served a prison sentence longer than 3 years. Both men are charged with conspiring with others to import cannabis between 18th of April and May the 14th this year at Clacton. They are also accused of conspiring with others to import cannabis at Felixstowe between November the 1st and the 21st last year, and conspiring with others to import cannabis at Chelmsford between March 25th and April the 16th this year. Darren Nichols, 31, of Bailey Bridge Road, Braintree, also appeared before the court charged with conspiring with Steele and Wilmes and others to import cannabis between March 25th and April 16th. He is also accused of conspiring with Steele and Wilmes and others between April the 18th and May 14th to import cannabis. He was remanded in custody until June 14th, when he will appear before Southend Magistrates Court. Retterden murders, 2 charged. 2 men have appeared before magistrates charged with the triple gangland killings of 3 Essex drug barons in Retterden last year. Amid tight security, the men were remanded at a special hearing at Chelmsford Magistrates Court on Saturday. Michael Steele, 53, of St Mary's Road, Great Bentley, and Jack Wilmes, 35, of Main Road, Brockford, Suffolk, were jointly charged with the murders of Craig Rolfe, Patrick Tate and Anthony Tucker in a Range Rover in a farm track at Retterden, December the 6th. In a dramatic twist, the men were arrested on Monday with Pat Tate's younger brother Russell and 3 others in connection with a £30,000 drug smuggling ring. Steele and Wilmes were charged with the murders on Saturday morning. Steele is also charged with the possession of a 6-shot pump-action shotgun, being in possession of the weapon having served a prison sentence of more than 3 years, and 3 counts of conspiracy to import cannabis. Steele was remanded to appear at Southend Court on June the 14th. Wilmes also faced 3 charges of conspiracy with others to import cannabis. He has been remanded in custody until May 24th to appear at Southend Magistrates Court. Darren Nichols, 31, of Braintree, appeared on 2 charges of conspiracy to import cannabis with Steele and Wilmes and others. In a separate hearing at Chelmsford Magistrates on Saturday, Tate's younger brother Russell was charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to import cannabis. 5 others were also charged with drug smuggling. They were Paul Gwinnett, 49, Colin Bridge, 40, from Braintree, Sarah Dalston, 21, from Staffordshire, Peter Corey, 44, of Clacton. Tate was remanded to appear before Southend Magistrates on May 24th. Detectives said that further arrests were imminent.